Hey there, Fletch from All Things Overlanding here, and today I'm pretty excited because I'm going to be talking to you about some new traction boards that I got from Bunker Industries. These things are big, they're heavy, but they are super high quality and really, really nice. So today I'm going to talk you through the features of it. I'm going to show you them. I'm going to kind of show you what comes with them and give you my initial thoughts on it. I'm going to be doing some more wheeling type trips, and I've got a buddy who has actual max tracks. So we're going to do like a comparison, like a side-by-side comparison. We'll do bridging so we can see how they hold up to weight on top of them. We'll do recoveries, we'll do all that kind of stuff. So there will be more coming on these from like a testing standpoint, but again, I'm gonna kind of walk you through it. I'm gonna show you all these things, and that way you'll be able to make a good decision if you're looking for traction boards and thinking about these. So if you wanna learn more about the Bunker Industries traction boards, stay tuned.
Understand where it came from, but you got it, my got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you give to me. Loosening my grip.
All right, guys, so as I mentioned today, I'm talking about these brand new Bunker Industries traction boards. These things are actually really cool. This is a new design for them. So typically they've just been the sort of hard plastic kind, like a Max Trax or something like that. It does have this Velcro handle to basically take your two handles and make them so that they're one, so you don't have to worry about grabbing them both, which is kind of nice. So you can undo that, get into them. The fabric, the material of this though, is like basically the covers that they use to make awning covers. So it's like a really heavy duty, waterproof sort of vinyl material, which I really like, because I had some before that were more of like a canvasy type of material, and when they would get wet they'd get soaked. These things seem to be waterproof. I mean, essentially they're just like an awning cover. So I like that a lot because you can just kind of toss these things in the back. I don't carry my traction boards with me all the time because, you know, if I'm not on a trip, they're easy to steal, they stand out. I don't want to be too ostentatious. I mean, I already got enough stuff strapped to the truck. I don't really need traction boards. So I like that they come with this nice bag so that I can keep them in my garage, and when I'm ready to go out on a trip, grab them, throw them in the back of my truck, and I'm good to go. So let's open this thing up, and I'm going to show you what's so cool about these traction boards. So I'm just going to take one of them out here, but I'm going to show you these things. So check this out. So one, they have these replaceable metal pieces at the end. So unlike a lot of them that are just plastic where you're going to slip, you can see they've got these little teeth on them here, and they're metal. So like that should be really good for traction. Same with the ends. The metal actually goes around the end, so it'll dig into the ground, so that when you're, you know, spinning your tires on top of these, it's going to push into the ground. It's not just going to slide over the top like the old plastic ones will. So I really like that, and I like it's replaceable. So if you bent these up, if you messed these up, instead of having to go out and buy all new traction boards, you can just basically buy replacement pieces for these, which is really super smart. And I'm actually kind of surprised that nobody's thought of it before. If they have, I'm not aware of it, but I thought that was pretty cool. Then you may notice too, these little metal threaded holes on the top here. Those are for these. You can get replacement plastic cleats. So the cool thing about it is, again, versus those, you know, $400 Max Trax that you put down big bucks for, and then, you know, you spin tires on them on accident a couple of times, and you chew all the teeth off of them, and then all of a sudden they're just smooth plastic boards. With these, if you wear down your teeth, the actual traction parts of it, you can replace them, and they send you a whole bag of them too. So you've got some extras, and again, you can buy extras of these if you ever wear them out, which is really cool. I like the idea of like the boards themselves being really well built and really resistant to UV fading and tough, but then to have replaceable parts, because then it just saves you a ton of effort and time. And you know, when you get your mount set up, for example, when you get this thing, if you are mounting these to your vehicle, once you do that, you don't want to have to switch to another type, another brand, another, you know, design of traction boards. So once you have these, as long as you can keep buying these replacement things, then you're set for life basically with this set of boards, which is really, really cool. Now in the box, or in the bag, does come a bunch of red cleats, and they also give you a bunch of black cleats. So you've kind of got a little bit of everything. You can mix them up, you can kind of mix and match colors if you want. And then another nice thing that they give you is they give you these straps for your boards, which are bright yellow. So you could loop them around, you know, the handles or through some of these holes on the side here. And when you use these things in a ditch or something, that's kind of why I went with red, is so they're easier to find in the mud. You've got these handles that'll help you pull them out, give you a little more leverage to get them out of like a muddy situation, and the yellow will stand out so that you can find them easier, which I think is really cool and just a nice little touch that they add. Another thing that I wanted to point out is that it does have this flat section in the middle here that can be used as a high lift jack stand. So you could flip this thing over here where it's flat, and then you can put your high lift right in the middle there. It's actually meant for a standard like 48 or 60 inch high lift jack to sit right in there and then give you more stability while jacking up your vehicle. I also wanted to give you some of the specs on these things. So if you're curious about the weight, they weigh about 22 pounds. If you're wondering about the dimensions, they're about 47 inches long, about 14 inches, just under 14 inches wide, and about 3¼ inches thick. So just FYI, those are the dimensions, and the weight about 22 pounds. So they are a little bit on the heavy side, but I like that because that means that they're quality, right? Like, you don't want the cheap, the ones that I've had before that were really, really light, they're like paper mache. Like, you're just gonna break them. These things seem really, really stout, and I can't wait to test them out. So that's basically what comes with these boards. But again, look at the quality of that. I mean, like, they're really nice looking. Like, they're really nice looking boards, and those teeth and the end pieces, and the fact that they're replaceable and it's just, you know, bolts and nuts basically that hold those things in there, I think is really, really cool. So I'm excited to try these things out. So again, stay tuned to the channel because in the future we're going to have a test of these things against Max Tracks. But before I, you know, even got a chance to do that, I at least wanted to share them with you guys to show you kind of how cool these are and with the replaceable pieces. So I hope that was helpful for you. If you have questions, post up in the comments down below. If you're looking to get some traction boards and you wanted something that's a little bit more budget minded, I will put a link in the description down below to these boards as well so you can find them really easily. All right, so that will do it for the Bunker Industries replaceable components traction boards. In the description will also be a link to all my social channels, so wherever you want to hang out, I'd love to have you come hang out. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. There's also a link to my website where I've got overlanding and camping themed patches and stickers, so if you're into any of that sort of stuff, would love to have you pick some of those up. And then last but not least, there are links to my Patreon page where we've got a 24/7 Discord and the Newbie Overlanders Facebook group. Totally free to join, tons of awesome members in there. So if you're looking for a place to ask questions and kind of learn about overlanding, that'd be a great place for you, and we'd love to have you. Again, thanks for watching. Hope that was helpful, and we'll see you next time.